What's up, everybody? We are.
Shut up! Every time we gotta get the dab up.
Oh, you're right.
Dab me up.
It's like that.
Every time.
We're recording live from just outside my apartment today. I'm gonna be moving out in the coming weeks, so we decided let's do a farewell podcast. Cause why not?
That's what's up. I sound stupid. That's what's up. I sound good.
Yeah, that's what's up.
We're out here. It's a beautiful day in Red Deer, Alberta. We figured why not. As you can see in the background, there's some boxes and shit in there. Whatever you want to take a look at.
Yeah, feast your eyes.
But we're here. There was a little funny business going on with the last one, with the camera.
Oh
with
yeah.
the phone.
So we actually recorded episode 2 already, but the phone storage got
the
full
phone choked on
through.
Glizzy, and essentially it died.
Halfway through our it was a good
not
podcast.
even halfway through. It was 10 minutes through, bro. And we were just talking. We were saying some good stuff, and we were just talking. And then I look at the footage, and I'm like, bro,
it was definitely a 45-minute roll.
it was yeah.
Like that actually sucked, dude.
It was full of content.
And I actually thought he was joking at first because, bro, the phone emptied on storage. I was like, dude, shut up. And he was like, no, it actually, he showed it to me. 10 minutes. I'm just like, what?
Ridiculous.
Like, what the hell? Like, what do you mean? So, yeah, that's life. But welcome to episode 2 of
2.5.
Freaking. We should call it that. Welcome to episode 2.5 of Unfiltered podcast, hosted by your very own Ethan Durrett and my boy
René and Ethan.
Yeah, we like that, bro.
I know. Though you don't have to tell me. No, but yeah, like how has the past, I guess, 2 weeks have been? Because we've recorded the first one like 2-3 weeks ago, and then we ran into some technical difficulties. So, what's new? Let's hear what's new in your life. Careful, don't knock shit off.
Sorry. Honestly, dude, I've been really good. I'm back to running now. I got injured about what is it now? 7 weeks ago tomorrow. So on a Thursday, I finished my exams or studying for one of my exams, and I decided to go play basketball because we were sitting at the desk for like 10 hours straight. So I was like, I'm gonna go play some ball just to stretch out, have a little bit of fun. I tweaked my knee really weird, hyperextended it, messed up some ligaments on the internal side of my knee, and I've just been physio twice a week and swimming a lot, biking a lot, hitting the weight room with my boy Xavier. Shout out to my boy, every single day. And we're bouncing back now, and we had my first workout yesterday. We did K repeats, and we're just gonna get back into the rhythm of things as time's ticking, weeks would fly by. I can't believe it's already been 7 weeks since the injury occurred. Mm-hmm. And I'm just really excited and stoked to get to it.
It's again the question of consistency, but we're not gonna get into that.
What have you been up to?
Me, I've just kind of been bouncing around. I stay on my grind. I stay on work,
every day.
I've been learning how to mess around on Adobe Premiere, Illustrator, Photoshop. I've been previously kind of acquainted with those programs, especially in high school, but it's just intro stuff.
Yeah.
So now it's just a matter of throwing podcasts together, making the workflow consistent, all of that.
Of course, bro.
We gotta
every day.
We gotta get on that. But
I like that.
Yeah, aside from that, it's also May 25th, so I just want to give a quick shout out to my brother. It's his birthday today.
Oh,
this
really?
man old as hell. He's 30 years old.
Yo, happy birthday.
I'm gonna send him this podcast and be like, yo, watch till
birthday
till
shout out. Birthday shout out.
Birthday shout out. But no, aside from that, what's the topic for today? What's new? Where do we start off?
Honestly, after the first podcast dropped, there's been so much support. I just want to thank a lot of you for just reaching out to us and being like, yo, the podcast is
ridiculous.
Sick. Commenting, viewing, sharing. I just thank you. I can't thank you guys enough.
It's crazy. I'm looking here on my phone. I got people asking me about it at work. I'm
literally.
Bro.
And we're not even big. We don't have a lot of subscribers nothing like that. But just the fact that you guys are just reaching out to us and just saying
awesome.
all the nice
feedback.
Feedback, exactly. The constructive criticism that I'm receiving, lots of people they'll take criticism and they'll be like, yo, fuck off, dude. I'm not gonna take.
Yeah, they won't be humble about it.
They won't. No.
They won't be humble about it.
The stuff that I've been hearing, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna put that into the works, and we're gonna make the podcast better. Because obviously we're beginner YouTubers. We don't have experience at all with any of this.
No.
So like anything you guys like want to say or share with us, be my guest. Because like we will take all of it
our
into
socials.
consideration.
Like I'm not trying to shout out our socials in like that way. I'm just saying like it's in the description. A lot of you are gonna know us.
Exactly.
Literally, just send us a message. Like a lot of you will have my number, bro. Just text me.
Most of you guys
Your
are all
podcast
friends.
sucked.
At this point, all the viewers are friends, acquaintances,
I guess so.
family. Like no one is really outside of that circle.
Mm-hmm.
Like one day soon, we'd love it to be right. We want people
100%.
that don't know us
100%.
to be kind of checking out the vids. But
I want to grow this culture, the unfiltered culture.
Well, that's
I really,
exactly
I
what
really
it
want to
is.
grow that.
I want the group. I want
100%.
I want the family. I want
And
the uncultured family.
Call back to the first episode 2 and episode 2, not episode 2.5 that we're filming right now. We were talking a little bit about it, and again, just getting those people together that think like us, people that want to do things, people that are dynamic, people that are motivated, inspired. I want all of that to be takeaways from this. I'm sure you do too.
Oh, 100%. Bro, we're on the same page.
100%. And that's what it is.
So today, guys, I really want to indulge in the difference between a hater and somebody that just simply doesn't. How do I even?
Let's just get into it. You'll explain it as we go.
Yeah. So like, I've had a few people hitting with the criticism, but it's not very constructive. It was more like more like degrading. Kind of telling us like it's not gonna work out. Bro, just like stick to the 9 to 5. Like, why are you even trying that? But the thing is, like, if you're not willing to at least try, then how are you ever going to know if it's going to succeed or not?
That's what I'm saying.
So, like, I'm not even scared. Like, if this ends up flopping, I am just going to be so happy that we got to experience this together.
Even if it flops, bro, I'm sitting here right now and I'm like, yo, this is gonna serve as something we can even look back on. Like,
Exactly.
even if it flops, even if nothing comes out of this, I want to still keep doing it.
Oh, bro,
if anything, I'm going to look back on this in several points in my life, take things that I said, build, expand upon it, and it's another good way to hold us accountable because we have a lot of dreams, we have a lot of plans,
we do.
Ambitions, goals, everything. And again, this is a good way of keeping us accountable. And we want to share that with people, and obviously we want to start something.
The routine, because weekly we are posting, editing, filming, like it's an everyday kind of thing.
Making graphics.
Exactly. And
expanding.
And honestly, obviously,
plotting.
we want to like grow and have that like huge fan base. But right now, it's honestly just about learning and having fun. Like all of this is literally just a lot of fun. Like, I
even
enjoy
for me,
this.
like I wouldn't even necessarily call it a fan base. This is the way that I've always looked at things for a long time. Even celebrities, a lot of people like, wow, like let's give a YouTuber example, PewDiePie. Oh my God, it's PewDiePie, and they like fanboy and shit all about him.
Yeah, I agree.
I hate that. To me, everybody, and when people like, I've had this in past relationships too. Like, oh my God, like Madison Beer, like, oh my God, if you got the chance to talk to her, would you leave her? No, I would not leave her. I would not leave you for her. You know why? Because at the end of the day, all of those people are just people.
Dude, that is a great
They're just
point.
people like you and me. Like, we're just sitting here and we're getting something started. A lot of people sat in their garages back in the day and got shit started. Like,
that's such a good point.
They're just people. To me, I don't want to call people fans. I don't want people to idolize me. I'm just an everyday guy.
I don't mind if people idolize me, but I want you to ask me questions and I want you to learn from me. Because if you can take what I've been through and learn from it so you don't make the same mistakes, or if you can like just take all of my knowledge and everything that I've been through and then just apply it to your life. Like, that's what I want this to be, because I want people to come to us and come to this channel and like leave with takeaways, leave with something to
leave with
ponder
something
on.
that they can build their lives upon.
Exactly.
Kind of thing, like not build their lives upon, but leave with something that they can get something out of.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, knowledge is important. Especially, and other people's experiences. A lot of people too, what I observe in everyday life is like, even elders will be talking to them and they'll just kind of shrug them off like, this guy's old, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But that person's lived 70 more years than you.
The thing with that person is that he has like generations of knowledge
experience, all
because
of that.
he learned from his grandfather, who learned from his grandfather, who learned from his dad. It's a huge chain. You talk to those people and learn what you can.
Even if it's not relevant, even if it's not important, listen.
Yeah.
One of the things that I pride myself on too, you know, I pride myself on a lot of things. I'm probably going to say that a lot, like consistency, motivation, inspiration. But listen.
Mm-hmm.
You have to listen to people, because even if it's not constructive, and even if you don't get any takeaways out of it, it's still a chance and an experience to learn and better yourself.
There are so many people that will literally talk to somebody and be like, oh, like, why would I listen to this guy? Like, what does he know? I know everything, right? There's so many people that have that cocky attitude. You can't approach anyone or anything with the idea that you know everything, because you can hear what you know already again. It can be repeated to you, and maybe you'll catch a different way to like look at the world from that, right? Because you could tell me how to run, and I would be like willing to listen to you. Obviously, I know how to run. I've been running for years.
Yeah.
But you, from a different perspective, you telling me how to do what I already know how to do could shift something in my mind and could like ignite a whole new like view on things.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, it's crazy.
One of the things that's really big too is like the culture in like the gym culture. A lot of people are like, I know it all, like know-it-alls. I know everything, you know, like they won't listen to anyone. Like, to me, I could be sitting there and somebody could come like, and if any of you see me at the gym, do it. I don't care. Like, walk up to me, go, hey man, I just want to check out your form, make sure everything's good, because I see you kind of swinging things a little bit weird, or things like that. You know, the simple base stuff. A lot of people, they take that, they see that, and they're like, bro, I know what I'm doing. I've been working out for years. Like, I don't know. For me, tell me those things.
For real. It's the little things, because if I went up to somebody and they got ticked off that I was trying to help their form, the only reason I'd be trying to like approach you is because I can see you potentially injuring yourself, right? Potentially causing harm. So like, why wouldn't I want to like help you out? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if I have the chance and I'm watching you do something incorrectly, and I know how to do it correctly, I'm not afraid of like the rejection of you telling me that you already know what you're doing, because then I'll be like, okay, I tried and I did what I could to try to help you.
Yeah.
And that's all it is.
It's being humble.
It is.
Literally just be humble about anything. Like, how can you go wrong if you're humble? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be overly humble. Like, sometimes, you know, it's cool to, you know,
kinda. It's okay. That's actually a really, really good topic. There's a huge, I get told all the time that I am cocky, overconfident, but there's a huge line between cocky and a confident person, because a confident person has stuff to back up their confidence. They're not just being a dick, right? There's people that are dickheads that are being cocky, and they don't have anything to back up their claims, right? I can talk about my successes. I can talk about what I've achieved, but there's a difference between cocky and confidence, because when you're cocky, you flaunt it. You talk down on people that haven't accomplished the same things as you. But as a confident person, you're humble about what you've done, and you want to help other people achieve the same things.
People they should be confident even in their not obviously we're talking about how not to be cocky, how there's a difference, but people need to have confidence in ways they can be cocky sometimes.
No, that's very true.
Because these are your successes, these are your wins. Even for me in high school, I was always that guy that got high 90s. Yeah. And people would look at me in certain ways and other people wouldn't. And you know, to me it's like, I don't even talk about those kind of things. When somebody asks me, sure, I'll start talking about it. I'm like, oh, yeah, I got like a 90-something in this. And they're like, bro, like what?
Eventually, you work so hard towards something that it becomes the norm to
you.
Yeah. But to other people, it's not the norm, right?
Yeah.
Like, some people would be very satisfied with 70s, which is awesome. I'm happy that you got a 70. You're happy with your 70. Yeah. You're not happy with your 99 because you worked your ass off to get that 99 and you wanted that 100, right?
Yeah.
But, like, if I worked kind of hard and I got that 75, that 80, and I'm happy with that, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
It's like your standard might be up here for school and mine might be down here, but then my standard for athletics could be through the roof, and yours, because you're working on school that much, not as high but still very prioritized. Same with like video games, right? you've always been a gamer. I've never kind of done that, right? So like, if you ever were like talking to me about a game and like you told me all your achievements and that kind of stuff, I would probably say, like, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And all of my stats would be dookie. Because, like, I've played games and all my friends are like, dude, give me the fucking controller. Like, what are you doing? You are terrible. So, like, it just comes up to, like, your standard that you set for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not achieving it, you're not working hard enough. And if you are achieving it, then good. And if you're overachieving, then great. But just set standards for yourself in your life for every different variable. And make sure that you're balancing out what you're setting standards for, right? So, like, for me personally, I have my athletics.
Yeah.
I have my work.
Yeah.
Like making money. I have my side projects like this with my boys. I have the gym, obviously. I have cooking. I have cleaning the apartment. I have seeing friends and family.
Anything in life.
Literally life.
Yeah.
Life. And then set the standards so that they're achievable, and then make sure you balance everything out. It's just like balancing a checkbook.
Yeah.
Make sure you balance out your finances the same way you balance out your life, so that you don't end up overworking yourself and you don't end up like being disappointed because you put more into one thing than the other. You need to prioritize what's number one, number two, number three, number four, so on, and work hard for it.
Simply put, and I think this is another good point to make, is that your victories don't have to be public either.
That's so true. Work hard in the dark.
You can be victorious, and you know what? Again, going back to the example, because high school is obviously one of the most recent things. Even college is one of the most recent things for me in my life that I've been able to flex about strongly, but I don't. I choose not to.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, people can ask me about it, and then I'll tell them, oh, yeah, I got X amount of grades, X amount of marks. And they'll tell me, whoa, I didn't know you were like that. And then to someone else, even listening in on the conversation, they'll be like, oh, dude, like, why are you flexing? Like, I'm like, bro, again, it's not like that. And I choose to keep a lot of the things that I have going on to myself.
Yeah.
There are some things, there are a lot of things that I work on. Like you said, victories in the dark. I take my W's, but I don't flaunt them. I don't go on social media. I'm like, yo, guys, look at this. Look at my new car. Look at my new glasses. No, I don't do that. That's not me. Some people are confident in doing that.
I have my group of people that I'm excited to tell
that we share things with.
They're important to me, and I want them to know. But I'm not going to post it onto social media for thousands to see because I don't care what they think. Those followers and all those people. I honestly don't care what they think. There's about 5 people that your opinion matters to me. You're one of those people. Your opinion and what you think matters to me to a certain extent, right? I'm not going to let you tell me like what I can and can't do with my life.
Exactly.
But I'll pass things by you and be like, yo, like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that?
Exactly.
And like, if you like it, that's going to make me happy. And you're important to me.
The real friends, the people that, again, like, you can post things on social media. Sometimes you want to be proud about something. Sometimes you want to have that attention. Okay, cool. Go for it. But some of the people that will actually tell you things the way they are the people that are closest to you.
Right.
And that's the only way you're going to be able, because, and obviously those people aren't going to get jealous. No. Those people aren't going to hate you. Those people aren't going to like you more. They're again, and this is going back to the thing I was saying earlier, you're just a person and you're really close with that other individual. And so in that case, they're going to be proud of you. They're going to want to build things with you. They're going to want to push you forward as you push them forward.
Yeah. They want to see you grow.
They succeed.
And back to that whole, we're all just humans. It is such a complex subject.
Yeah.
But like, when you really like dumb it down, we are a bunch of human bodies that just roam a floating rock.
Yeah, and
right?
this is unfiltered. Like, we're not scared of saying those kind of things. Like, this.
Well, it might sound weird. Like, some people might be saying and scratching their heads like,
what are you saying, Ethan?
But
Ethan,
like,
what are you saying?
But like,
tell them what you're saying.
Just think about it for 1 second.
Yeah.
Earth equals floating rock. All of us, we're all just bodies. Once we die, the body dies. But the soul, the mind, the creature itself that lives inside the body, that doesn't die. That lives on forever. So when you like,
and you see that in everything.
You do.
See that in everything.
Oh, 100%. And when you bring it down to that like super basic understanding, it makes approaching people a lot easier.
Oh yeah.
Because then you're not afraid. of anything.
That's a huge thing, is not being afraid, man. We're
Yeah.
sitting outside of your house right now, and we've had people look at us. And I'm just like, what's up? Don't be afraid of doing the things that you want to do.
You can't. And there's a big difference between saying you're not afraid and actually not being afraid.
That's so true.
Because I have
so
definitely said, like, yo, I'm not afraid, and then, like, not done anything about it. You know what I'm saying? But, like, right now, like, there could be celebrities in front of us, and I would not stop what we're doing. There could be anybody.
Yeah.
There could be people holding up signs protesting against what we're doing, and I would keep rolling. I would
Like,
keep talking. I would stand by you all day.
Is that mindset that the show must go on? I don't care what's going on around me. Like, dude, again, don't be afraid. And again, I'm gonna go back to the topic that we were saying. I've said again like 7 times in a row. We're gonna go back to we're just humans.
We are.
Like, again, celebrities, cool. I don't.
What a celebrity is there a symbol?
Yeah,
They
that's true.
stand
That's true.
for either music or art or like whatever celebrity
I'm not saying I'm gonna go up to Chris Rock and smack him across the face.
Well, no, like,
Like,
you do idolize those people.
I respect that person. I have a higher
Exactly.
respect for that
That's
person.
what it is. That's
Because a lot of people, they work hard for what they have.
they do.
You know, even if on social media it's like one post of like a random car and they make 100,000 off of it. You got there somehow, and I respect you for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that I can learn to respect, idolize to a degree, but at the end of the day, they're just a person to me. And I don't, again, like I was saying, I don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, my fans.
Mm-hmm.
That's not at all. If anything, I want to be friends with the viewer, with whoever comments, with everybody around me. Like, I'm just that kind of person, but I don't want fans. You'll never hear me call anyone my fan. At most, the most I'll say is viewer, and I don't even like saying viewer.
Yeah, because this is like a family, it's a community, and once we're like big enough, we could consider like tours and like visiting people, right? And like, you know, hanging out with like our family. Yeah,
and these big ambitions, even in saying that in front of the camera, right? Like, a lot of people, again, we're gonna go back to the haters thing. They're gonna go back to, dude, what is wrong with you? Like, you're not gonna get that big.
Dude, people are gonna talk like that, but the most important thing in starting something like this is already in your mind believing,
have expectations,
exactly,
have goals,
believing that's where you're gonna be.
Yeah.
Because if you don't personally believe that you're gonna
go
be
anywhere,
there, then you're just not gonna make
it. It's not gonna go anywhere.
It's not.
In the event that does happen, you know, again, I don't want to call people fans. Like you were saying, they're basically family. People who are close to us. You know, who knows where this journey is gonna go? Us sitting right here, we're eventually, right now, the podcast is following you more than me through a series of events, because now we're here outside. You're getting all this stuff. There's a box in the background. Then we're gonna be sitting in different places, and eventually we're gonna be at the new place, and then it goes from there. You know.
But it's not. I wouldn't say it's more. No. I think that right now I'm just in more of a flexible situation in my life.
I just mean setting.
Setting wise, yes. Setting wise, yes. But like, I mean, like, you and I were always gonna be together on the podcast with you know, some additions here and there.
Yeah,
but
for
it's
sure.
René and Ethan's podcast.
100%.
That's what it is. Like, there's no way around that. You're never gonna see my face without his, unless it's on another channel. Yeah. The Unfiltered podcast is a joint YouTube channel. Yeah. And no matter where we are, rain or shine, location does not matter. It's always just gonna be us with microphones, headphones, and a camera, making good content for the
whoever wants
family,
whoever wants to take something out of our content. That's what we're here for. Yeah. Again, sharing those experiences, you know, like, even if people want to tell us about their experiences, and, you know, we can work on things together.
I want to jump back into the one second.
He needs to look it up.
Just want to peep the notes really quick.
But yeah, like,
okay, I want to dive into I get asked this question a lot. Why do I work so hard?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a good one.
This man had to pull out the phone because I was deep.
Yeah, it's a really, really good one. So
why do you work so hard?
So it's actually a little bit more complicated than you would think. It goes back to being a young boy, obviously. I don't know if all of you know, but my close friends and, of course, René know. I grew up with a single mother, and it was just her and I.
Mm-hmm.
And she definitely instilled a worker's mindset in me.
100%.
I would definitely say that it was more of like a 9-to-5 worker's mindset, which is completely fine. Like that's what I was accustomed to at the time. And I grew up working for everything that I had. She supplied me all the essentials and
100%.
more. But once I
I've
came to a certain age, it was time for me to carry my own bags, right? So at around 10 years old, I started working.
I'm a testament to this. I've seen this.
He's been there the whole time. I started
since day one. Yeah.
I started doing small jobs, shoveling, shoveling the snow, lawn work, picking up dog shit, dude. I did all that shit. I made a little bit of money. And she said, you're not allowed to get your first phone until you can pay for it. So I said, well, what the fuck? All my friends have phones. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And obviously we had fights about it, but eventually I came to the realization that if I want this phone, I'm going to have to do something to get it, right? I'm going to have to find money, and that's exactly what I did. So 100%. I found money by just doing all these small jobs, and I got that phone, right? So that was my first big step in working for what I wanted, right? The phone. And next thing you know, I got a job at Co-op, and now I have a car, right? So the car, and now I'm moving into a house.
Yeah.
The house, right? So like it's the small milestones that follow all the work and the progression from smaller jobs to like bigger jobs. Because I went from being a bag boy at Co-op to a bartender at Earl's now, which is pretty sick. I'm really, really proud to say that I do that. But coming back to the why do I work so hard? The why in that question is like the big thing. Mm-hmm. And my why, to be perfectly honest, is I want to be able to support the person that supported me growing up. So that's 100%. My mom. And I want everyone that loves me and that's always there for me through hell, through all the dark times. I want them to have the world. Like you, I want you to have the world. All of my family, all of my friends, everyone that is close to me. I want to help you in any way that I can, always.
I feel the same sentiment. I want to
what I mean?
I want to lift those who've been there around me,
yes.
who've helped me
exactly
through everything. I want to lift those people up with me.
Yeah, and like
no man left behind.
People that say, "Why do you go to the gym twice a day? Why are you in the gym every day?"
Yeah,
it's because when you want to be great at something, you have to put in the hours every single. You need to be addicted to it. You want to be. You literally need to be obsessed with the process and with the goal. Because you're back to the last episode. You're not going to see process or progress right now. Yeah. It's not an instant thing. It takes time. And that is so important to just trust that it's going to take time, but you're going to get there.
That's why they say trust the process, because you have to.
That's literally when my MacBook dims, it says trust the process. It does.
Trust the process.
Because when you start building a house, at first there's nothing there. Mm-hmm. But once you lay the foundation, once the frame is up, you start to see it.
Yeah.
Right? You start to see it through, and then, the drywall comes in and you're like, "Well, dude, I can see my house now." But that stuff takes time, and it takes every single day disciplining yourself to do it, right? So
discipline's so important.
So like I work so hard because I want to be proud of who I am and what I do, right? Mm-hmm. I want to say that I was the best runner to ever run for the Red Deer Kings. Right? I want to say that I have one of the most successful podcasts with my friend René. Mm-hmm. I want to be proud of the vehicle I drive. I want to be proud of the house I buy my mom. I want to be proud of just who I am as a person even.
Let me slip in there once. Let me jump on that.
Dive in.
Yeah, I didn't want to say slip in there. That was kind of sus.
What the fuck, dude?
You didn't catch it. You were just staring at me like, "What? You didn't say nothing wrong, bro."
Yo, sorry, I got sunglasses on.
When you were saying I want to be proud of the car that I want to drive, and at first it's gonna sound random, but that honestly, that shows your mental strength.
Yeah.
If anything, and I want to say, I drive my car as if it were a Ferrari.
So do I.
I'm proud of what I have. A lot of the stuff in my car, I worked in it myself. I'm proud of my car. And I'm not afraid to show that I'm proud of my car. Like, if your car looks stupid, obviously it looks stupid. But at the end of the day, you're the one who put the time and the effort to make it what it is. And it doesn't matter if anyone else looks down on it. You yourself are proud of it.
The vehicle? especially the vehicle, because
Yeah.
driving's a huge step up in life.
Oh yeah.
Once you start driving, you don't need to rely
Driving
on your parents.
is almost as if you're getting wings, honestly.
It is. And the car is symbolism. It is.
Oh yeah.
It symbolizes, especially if you worked for your own car.
Oh yeah.
Like both of us, it did.
Mm-hmm. Kick over the mic.
The car symbolizes all the work and the hours
yeah.
that went behind it to be able to afford the car, right? When we look at our cars, I don't just see something that gets me from A to B. I see so much more than that. I see all the memories that I've had with my friends in my car. I see.
Oh, dude, I could rant all day about
know.
that. Like my car, whether I like it or not, my car's been there through a lot, man.
It has. Oh, dude.
Some people switch
Everything.
cars every 50 seconds.
I've thought about selling my car, and it's really, really hard to
even parting with the
that.
car that I have now. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like a lot of people hear me say like, oh, I want to switch cars. I want something, but this car is stuck.
It's an emotional connection.
I know, like, and a lot of people may not view it that way. But I even in the short documentary that I filmed that was about my life. I'm not gonna go too into it because obviously I want people to kind of watch that too for themselves.
Was that Tellus or Shaw?
Tellus Originals. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I want people to look at that kind of portion as well where I'm talking about my car. My car is so many things to me. It's a space. It's a safe space. Its memories are linked to it. It takes me from point A to point B. My car is loyal. My car would never abandon me. I work on my car, and it runs for me.
I like
If
that.
something breaks for my car, I work on it, I fix it, and the car keeps running. You know, a lot of people, something goes wrong in their car, they get rid of it, they toss it aside. I'm going to get a new car. No.
You kind of need to treat a car like a relationship.
Honestly. And a lot of people think that's weird. When you say that blatantly outright to people, they're like, dude, what are you talking about? But
to the people watching right now,
Yeah.
I want you to just think for a second of what René just said. Of how like when something breaks, you fix it.
mm-hmm.
It's the exact same in a relationship.
And this is how these are the values that my mother instilled in me growing up. My mom is from Cuba. Whether you want to look at it that way or not, it's a third world country, and she always taught me there's no reason for you to go buy something completely new, especially if it's going to cost you an exuberant amount of money, when you can just fix what you already have.
Exactly.
And keep using that.
Also, like, it makes it more important to you. Like this dresser that we're on right now, this used to be dust purple. I bought it last week because I'm moving into that house, and I could have just bought a brand new dress off of like IKEA or like some other furniture site. But I wanted something that I kind of worked on because we're resanding it, we're repainting it, we're restaining it, and I've had already 2 people help work on this with me, and like that's a memory. Every time I'm gonna look at this dresser, no matter what's on it, my TV, my jewelry, like anything that's on this dresser, I'm gonna look at it as a symbol of the work that I put in and the fun that I had with the people that helped me. It's a symbolism of like friendship. It's a symbolism of hard work, and it just means so much more to me than just buying a dresser that has absolutely no meaning at all.
And I'm glad that we both see those kind of things in a lot of different the most random things. I see memories in everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Well, in my head, something is linked to something. I left my footprint there. I left a mark.
Whether it be
there.
A book or a phone or a car, pair of glasses, a shirt. Like I know everyone watching this has that one item that they just can't like get rid of it. It sits
100%.
in that junk drawer or it sits on a pedestal in your room. But no matter what it is, hear us out on what we're talking about. That item that you possess is exactly what we're talking about.
I've had so many people, when I talk about that, how I have like so many memories linked to things, they're like, dude, that's so stupid. Why are you so emotional? Or it's not that deep. Straight up, I don't care what people think. I don't care what people say. To me, it's always going to be that deep. No matter what you say, it's not going to change that.
Yeah.
Again, my car has been with me through so many different moments. My brother's car, oh my God. My brother's car was my first car. I call it car 0. That car, and shout out to him again because it's his birthday. That car has been through so much with me and him. And there's so many memories linked to that. And you know what? Another key takeaway from that is that I get to sit in my car and kind of observe the journey that it's been on.
Sometimes I like to turn off the music and just hear it around.
That's what that's what I'm saying.
Like
I sit in my car and sometimes I won't listen to the music. Sometimes I'll just listen to the car. And this doesn't have to be, again, specifically linked to the car example, but I can be able to sit in my car. I can be able to look at my room, anything. I can see something and see the journey that I've made in the past however many years and how far I've come. When I got my car, I could have sat in it and been like a snot-nosed brat. I could have not appreciated things the way I do now, and now I do.
Yeah.
And I'm capable of sitting down in my car, reflecting on that and going, wow, I've made it far, and I'm going to keep going.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Do you regret anything?
Do I regret anything?
Yeah. Do you have any, like, do you have things that you think about a lot that you're like, shit, like, fuck, I wish I could go back and, change that? Or
Everybody, this is the way I look at it, everybody has regrets. Everybody has that one thing that they're not particularly proud of.
Yeah.
I have a lot of things that I'm not proud of.
Right.
And I'm okay with saying that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will know those things, some won't.
Well, anything specific, like something that you want to tell the camera. Do you have anything that you regret?
That's tough, bro. That's tough.
Like after, if an example like rises, dive in deeper to like the deeper meaning of it. But like, do you have anything that you regret?
Sometimes I regret past relationships.
Yeah.
That's a deep one, and everybody can relate with that.
No, I feel you. That's literally
that's
my thing.
Honestly, when you ask me that question, I kind of try to steer away from it, but that's some relationships that I've had.
You need to reflect.
I'm just like, damn. And there's a lot that goes into that. But at the end of the day, where I was going with that whole kind of side tangent about regrets.
Yeah.
And I know we want to focus on me a little bit and like my regret, but regrets are also important.
The reason that they're important is because they teach you lessons, and they also teach you what not to do again, right?
I don't see regrets
as a bad thing.
No,
yeah.
I don't look at my regrets. I don't look at my past mistakes, my past failures, and go, oh my gosh, and leave it at that. When I think about my regrets, I think about how to be better about situations. I think about how to expand on those things, kind of get better with those regrets, kind of be better with those mistakes. Build upon it. I don't look at my regret and go, oh my gosh, I'm never going to do that again, or leave it. No, because everything is a lesson. I view a lot of things as lessons. I don't think to myself, I don't sit in my room and cry about things anymore. To me, it's just another lesson. Move on and take something out of it and make your life better because of that regret.
To be quite honest, I don't let anything from the past affect the now, the present, or the future, because when you do that, you're not living in the present, which is like so toxic. Like that's where depression lives. Because when you decide to live in the past, you're not experiencing the right now, the present, and then you're completely ruining the future by not focusing on right now. Yeah. So like the best thing to do, if there's anyone watching this that's kind of going through a time of regret or any kind of depression, any kind of something that's just holding you back from like continuing, I just want you to know that it's okay, but to also not self-sabotage your future self. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
But it is okay. Like, you need to take your time. Like we said, it's a process, and you're gonna come out of it. But to just understand that tomorrow is always gonna be brighter. Like, have you ever like cut yourself and you're like, shit, this hurts, and then 2 weeks later that cut's gone? You know what I mean?
It always gets better.
It always gets better.
It does. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's gonna be cliche. Things we're saying are gonna be cliche. But I said this I don't know if I said it in the first one or episode 2 that is now lost forever. I said that. Fuck! I just lost my side. What was I saying?
Okay.
Roll it back. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Damn.
I promise I was listening, but I don't know.
What did I say in that last podcast? Man, I lose my train of thought so much sometimes because I'm thinking about so many things.
Yo, I do that too. No cap.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel, though.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't really like. There's gonna be a process, but you always heal, and there's always a steps to be taken.
The sooner you understand that everything gets better, because I've done this year especially. This year's been huge for me. As soon as you understand that concept that everything gets better, you will be able to overcome bricks and anything that gets thrown at you, walls, any adversity, all of that stuff. You'll be able to overcome it so much faster than people that are always playing the victim card.
It's okay. It's okay to have to take time. It's okay to have to sit down and grieve. It's okay to have to take that loss and take it for a while. Sometimes, you have to sit down.
There's actually this rule. It's the 5-minute rule, the 5-year rule. If it's not going to matter in the next 5 years, then there's no point in worrying about it right now. Like if it's not going to take more than 5 years to let's say you hurt yourself, like your body physically. If it's not going to take more than 5 years to heal, then you shouldn't worry about it. You should just let it take its time. If it's more of a mental thing, a relationship thing, if you don't think it's going to affect you 5 years down the road, then you should carry on. Put your head down and trucker forward, You just understand that no matter what you do right now, it's going to take time, and to just accept that.
Let's go to regrets again.
Yeah.
I said that one of my biggest regrets is one of the previous relationships that I've had.
Yeah.
And I regret a lot of things, and I'm still to this day, sometimes I can be sour about those things, and I might sit there and kind of just ponder upon it. But at the same time, that relationship set me back so far that it's kind of like a slingshot. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. It's like a slingshot. It set me back to a certain point, and then you let go of the slingshot, it propulsed me forward.
The thing is, those hard times put you in such a dark place where you're so alone with your thoughts in your mind that you end up carrying yourself back up. Because all of this never would have happened if I was still with my ex and if you were still with your ex. Oh, to be perfectly honest with you, it wouldn't.
Think I'm glad you brought that up because I think about that all the time.
So do I.
I think about it all the.
A lot of the
things that I'm doing now wouldn't have even been a reality. I wouldn't have even thought about it. I would have tossed it aside. I would have went. You know what I would have done? I would have sat down and gone, that doesn't matter. Yeah, I would have sat down and gone, that's unrealistic. I would have sat down and go, why would I even try that? I have better things. Right now, I'm in the mindset that I can try. I'm
in the mindset that we can do anything we want.
Literally.
Because I have nothing holding me back.
No.
It's just me and my dogs.
That's what dude, I'm so passionate about that.
So am I. The issue with I love relationships. Like, they're great. And anyone that's in one right now, if you're in a happy relationship, I'm so happy for you.
Dude, I'm happy for you, man.
But I need you to also understand that, like, most relationships nowadays, they do hold you back.
They do.
Unless you end up with somebody and you're so lucky and they're there to, like, support
somebody
and help
that understands,
you and that kind of stuff.
bro.
Understands the grind.
You have to be on the same page with your partner.
Yes.
I know you were trying to say
every single day. Yeah. You need to.
I know you were trying to go on to relationships earlier.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we're talking about this now too, because your partner, you have to kind of be not like, you don't have to be in their head. You just have to understand what they're doing. You have to, in the same way that I'm always going to be proud of your accomplishments, your goals, your successes, what you're going to do, you have to find that in someone as well. You have to find somebody that will uplift you. You have to find someone that will go, you're not going to, that won't go, you're not going to get any success out of that. Why would you even try that?
To be honest with you, you have to find someone that gets along with your friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because if she gets along with your friends, then you know she's the one.
Oh, bro.
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Like, and all the people I surround myself, I know that they wouldn't, like, do anything with my relationship. And I also I would trust her enough. But if she gets along with your boys, dude, that's a W.
Yeah.
That is a huge W.
Straight up. And
vice versa. If he gets along with your girlfriends, that is huge.
And like we were saying earlier, like those relationships, the past ones that we've had, like you just straight up said it. If we were still with our exes, this wouldn't be a reality today. And that's so true. I disassociated myself from a lot of the things that I wanted to at least try, and
The experiences.
and because I'm not in that state anymore, because I'm not in that relationship anymore, because it's not something that holds me back anymore, I'm able to do things. And I'm not saying don't be in a relationship. I'm not saying relationships are the devil. They stop you from doing everything. You got to be smart about it, though. At the same time, you can't let the person you're with hold you back as a person. You can't let somebody trample you while you're just about to flourish.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing with like our 2 past relationships, they were holding us back from plugging into that power outlet.
Yeah.
Right? Because as soon as we both plugged into that power outlet, all these ideas just started flushing in.
Like,
all of the who cares just started
again,
flushing in.
I've been wanting to do, I've been wanting to do so many of these things for such a long time. Even the Twitch idea, you know, like, if I sat there and said that to so many people, they'd be like, dude, that's so dumb. Don't even try that. But I'm here doing it.
Dude, listen to this.
I'm here doing it.
I thought of something today.
Yeah.
All those, like, you were like what you were saying earlier, all the famous people,
Yeah.
if they wouldn't have taken the first step, like what we're doing, they would have never been famous.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear like the ideology.
Yeah.
If they wouldn't have ever taken that first step, they probably would have never gotten the deal. They never would have gotten the producer. They never would have gotten this. They never gotten that. Because it all starts with the idea. It all starts with I want to be a podcast. I want to be good at podcasts.
You have to take risks, bro.
You do. Life is full of risks.
People are afraid to take risks.
You can't be.
People are afraid to take risks. This is a risk. Anything that I do that's majorly creative or that puts me out there is a risk. Damn, that was loud.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
It's all good. All those things that kind of put me out there as a person. Fix your mic, bro. Fix your mic.
Flop. Why is it doing this?
I don't know.
That's life.
It's because you have to.
No, carry on. Oh wait. Ah, very nice.
I have to look out for my boy.
Yeah, you do.
Everything in life is a risk. You can't be afraid of doing things because you're never going to go anywhere. You won't know if one day you're going to become famous if you never even try.
Exactly.
You're not going to know that you're going to make the next $1 million deal if you don't even try.
The most important thing in life is when there's a choice A and a choice B.
Yeah.
Choice A being the easier choice, choice B being the harder choice.
As humans,
always take.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
As humans,
but
go ahead.
Always take the harder choice because in the long run,
it
is going to be a lot more beneficial. In the short run, the humans, like the mindset that's programmed in us,
dude,
will want to take.
Let me say,
Go ahead.
Let me say,
Go
bro.
ahead.
I was just.
I know you were.
I'm like that kid in the class. Hey, I was gonna say that.
Yo, write this down. Write this down.
People are hardwired, and this isn't like because of circumstances.
Yeah.
This is down to biology.
It
if
is.
we want to get scientific,
It is.
We always want to take the easier route. We always want to take the easier path.
Yeah.
But you have to take the harder ones if you want to grow, if you want to expand,
dude.
if you want to evolve as a person. You have to take the harder way. The easier way isn't going to be rewarding.
The most wild
Cutting
thing
corners isn't rewarding.
Procrastination is a human, like a normal human thing. Like whenever people procrastinate, you're not doing anything against human nature. That is normal because your mind and body is protecting you from what's uncomfortable.
100%.
Right? So when you put yourself in that uncomfortable situation, you are literally reprogramming the way your mind works. So every single time you have a harder choice or an easier choice, you from experience will automatically go for the harder choice because you know that in weeks, months, years to come, that is the choice that is going to put you further ahead than the easier choice. The right now, what's comfortable, like the instant gratification.
And there's a difference between being smart and being stupid, you know? But at the end of the day, that's a fine line. In life, I see a lot of things as a gray area as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never black or I'm never white.
Unless you're on cars. Yin yang.
Yin and yang. Hey. Yin and yang.
Yin and yang.
Y'all who know us, you know what we're talking about.
The Yin Yang brothers.
Man, you just... The easier route, bro. I'm so passionate about these kind of things, man. There's gonna be a lot of noise. I'm gonna be moving around, bro. We're outside. I'm excited.
I just love
We
talking
outside.
about this stuff, dude.
We outside.
We
bro.
outside.
We outside. I'm excited to be
We
talking. I'm
outside.
passionate about talking about all of these things, man. You gotta, just do it. Nike wasn't
Just
do
do it.
Sponsor me right
Do
now.
it.
Just do it, man. I will get on a postcard or something.
Dude, it's like Nike's
do it.
slogan is so good. Like lots of people just look at it and fluff it off, but
they're
when
like,
you're-
oh man, what's the guy's name? Transformer guy. Shia LaBeouf said that however many years ago. Whatever, just do it. Funny. Nah, dog.
dude, it is just
It
it's
is
so
true.
Such a basic line,
Dude.
but whenever you're put in the circumstance of doing it or not doing it, dude, that shit hits you so different.
you got
just do it. Dude.
You gotta do it, and you gotta work hard.
Yeah.
Working hard is so important. You were saying
Yes.
earlier, why do you work hard? Well, let's go into why I work hard.
Fuck it.
Let's go into that.
I want to hear this. I want everyone to hear this.
I know it's, and I'm a very reserved person, honestly, and I think you know that because I don't talk about a lot of different things. Like with you, I might. With some people, I don't.
Well, of course, bro. We're very similar that way.
I grew up in an awesome family. My mom, my dad. Shout out to my dad. Rest in peace. I grew up in a really good family. I was well off. Life was good, and this was when I was young. But the person when I was younger and the person that I am now obviously are very two different people. When I was younger, you know, I never had, my parents were always very hardworking, so I had that example. But as a kid, I had a lot of things given to me. I was a little bit spoiled in that sense, you know. And you were doing that callback on how you had to work for what you had, and you had to work hard. Man, I want to say I didn't even get into that working hard mindset for the things that I want until like maybe even 2-3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I've evolved so much as a person, and I'm proud of looking back on that and thinking about it because it's so true. Like I was not the way I was before. Or I'm not the way I was before. I am who I am now.
Mm-hmm.
Before I had things given to me, you know, I'd rely on other people, and I could go on about my life. Anyone could go on their life. I don't want to drag it on too long, but I work hard now because I see the possibility in working hard. The only thing that I used to work hard at was school. I didn't try anything else. I was most comfortable with my grades because I knew I could do it. My dad said, you're a smart man. You're a smart young man. My mom said, you're a smart young man. So that, to me, that was what I focused on, you know, just that. Simple. I didn't do much of anything else. And again, things were given to me. But now I work for the things that I want. If, like you said, if you want a car, you go work for it. You don't beg. You don't get on your knees.
That's one thing that I will never do. I will never... Like, I'm actually really, really bad for this. I don't ask for help. Like, I rarely ask for... Like, when it comes to big things, I never ask for help. But, like, I always want to be responsible for what I do for myself. Like, I don't like asking people for anything. I don't... It's just how I grew up. It's just... I don't want your help. And it's something that I've learned how to ask for more of in the years... or actually in the last year, huge, living on my own. Like, it's so important to know when to ask for help and when not to. Because if you want something, like a house, a car, you know, expensive things, you don't ask people for help with that. I'm going to be honest. But if you want emotional help, if you want, you know, someone to hang out with, if you want help with, like, moving, those kind of things that, like, your friends... good friends should just be there for you. That kind of stuff, always reach out for help. But, like, when it comes to, you know, like, I know you know, when it comes to working for what you want, you don't ask for help for that kind of stuff. Only you can do that.
Because you're going to get used to it. Again, you're going to go back to being comfortable doing those kind of things. And the only person that can set you up in life is going to be yourself. There's maybe that one person that can help you with that, those few people, but at the end of the day, all you have is yourself.
You can ask people for advice.
You can ask people for advice. You can ask people about their experiences, what it was like for them to do those kinds of things.
But don't ask them to do it for you.
Don't ask them to do it for you. I again, going back to that, I was such the kind of person to ask people for help. when there were things that I could have just done myself. And my family around me really helped me bring me out of that. Shout out to my mom, my brother, my sisters, my dad, everybody. Most of the important people around me helped me get out of those bad habits, because I was comfortable asking somebody for like $20. Dude, just go work for it.
Honestly,
just go work for it.
Like those types of asks, you should be embarrassed for that
honestly,
kind of stuff.
and honestly, and even closer to like maybe even I don't know, even a year back, I was still doing that kind of thing, but I was embarrassed about it. And you know what? You should be, because there's so many simple things that you can do yourself.
It's so morally wrong. Like you should be so uncomfortable asking somebody for something that you know that you could work for, but you're too lazy to go and do.
But you have to build yourself up, man. Build yourself up. You have to strive for your own goals, because no one is going to finish them for you. You know what I'm saying? Push yourself forward. No one else will. At the end of the day, all you have is yourself. Again, I'll say it over and over and over. You have yourself. You have to work with yourself. You're your number one fan. You're your number one.
Everyone always says this, like look in the mirror. That's who you need to go to war up against. But it is so true, because
100%.
I know everyone watching this, including us, we have things that we fight with ourselves on the daily. Right? Like it honestly is a constant war with yourself.
Dude, it starts with you though. It starts with you.
I really, really want to do. I don't know if anyone on here has heard of it, but Project 50. It is.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, really?
What are you talking about?
We should do it together.
Okay.
So it's 50 days of strict rules that you set in place for yourself. Stuff that you want to improve on.
Yeah.
And you have to do it every single day for 50 days, and you need to create reels on Instagram or TikTok and post it every single day. So it includes somewhat complex video editing. It includes obviously always having a camera with you, and then it includes building good habits. It was created to get rid of old like negative habits that don't help you at all and honestly slow you down, and switch them out with stuff that's going to improve your quality of life and make you like love yourself. Because the harder you work for yourself, the more respect you'll have for yourself, the more you'll love yourself. That comes back to asking people for shit.
I like that.
You're never going to love yourself, because what the fuck have you done for yourself?
Like
you haven't done shit for yourself. You've always asked other people.
Exactly.
So Project 50, should we start that as soon as I'm settled into the new place?
As soon as you're settled into a new place, let's revisit that 100%.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Not even revisit that. I like that.
Yo, Project 50 is literally a month and a half. Like, it's not that long.
No.
Like, when you actually break it down. And what's that? Fucking...
Dude, in the grand scheme of things...
A quarter of the year?
Yeah. No,
not even.
Nah, bro. Like
1/8 of the year?
Bro, like 1/9.
Yeah. So, like, realistically, it's...
1/11.
Realistically...
Let's get real math.
I think we should cut it here. And I want everyone to go look up what Project 50 is. And I want you guys to let us know what you think about the idea. And we're gonna get into it in about a week and a half once I'm settled in and everything's good to go.
100%.
But I just want to thank you guys so much again for the support and
dude,
for
it's
being
been
here.
insane. I
just off the first video
couldn't be happier that we're doing this. It's again awesome to me. Just everything is so awesome to me. A huge shout out to everyone, for real. I know a lot of you, and it's hard to sit down, take 45 minutes of your time, and we definitely get that. This one might even be a little longer. I don't even know how long the camera's been rolling for. I hope it's still rolling.
It's been going for a while.
Like,
I just want to thank
you for sitting there. Thank you for sitting there and listening to what we have to say. And a lot of you even tell me that you got something out of it, and that's exactly what we want. That gives me the most hope.
Like my one friend, she texted me and she said, I took a lot out of that, like very wise words, and I said, like,
we're gonna keep the wise words going.
Thank you so. Like, that is what I want to hear. Like, that literally is what fuels this. Like, people telling me that is what keeps the fire burning. Like, that makes me so fucking happy that you are taking my words and it's affecting your life in positively.
You see things in a different way.
Oh, dude, it's all about perspective.
It's all about
I just want to switch everyone's perspective so we're all on the same page and we're all living life to the fullest.
Yeah.
Because life is fucking hard. Like, no matter what you do, life is hard.
Yeah.
So, like, I want to be here to help you. I want to make it easier on you guys.
100%. Let's. Oh man, we're gonna definitely revisit some things that we've spoken about in this episode and the future ones. Maybe in the next episode, man. I got Dude, there was like a fire burning
I
in my
know.
eyes. I was like, dude. Oh, but yeah, let's leave it there. Thank you guys so much. This is René. This is Ethan. Unfiltered.
Take it easy.
My hair's blonde now, by the way. I know I said that.
Oh, yeah, last episode. Yo, I should go blonde.
I should go blonde.
He went blonde, guys. Thank you guys so much. Take it easy.